What's up everyone, it's Iceman Oz, aka Jay, straight from the Kangaroo in your living room. Here today, you're probably watching this gameplay that you've watched probably 1,000 times. And pretty much what came out of it was some pretty interesting answers. I mean, we got a lot of information that we wanted to get. Now we're going to have 5-man squads, more destructibility like there was in BFBC 2, the return of Commander mode from Battlefield 2, but that's not what I wanted to bring to you in this video. What I wanted to do was go over some of the details that came over to us from the second day of E3, which made players able to actually play the game, play the pre-alpha, and get into it. And that actually brought a lot more answers than this gameplay you are currently watching. So the first thing that we got to see was that you're able to actually go underwater and actually defend yourself. You're now able to use your pistol to defend yourself. That is absolutely crazy. No longer will you be in the water. You won't be able to defend yourself at all. Now there is a defense and there is a counter to that, and now it's a legitimate strategy to maybe flank while swimming, and it really adds to that whole land, sea, air thing that they're going for. So I think that's really, really good. The other thing that we got to see out of this gameplay that you're currently watching is counter knifing. But you want to go a bit past that. You want to, like, to me, the question I asked was, is it able to counter knife at every angle? Can you counter knife from behind? From what I've seen from gameplay, you cannot counter when you have went from behind. So if he comes up behind you and knifes you, it cannot be countered. A front knife and a side knife, I believe, can be countered. So that's pretty interesting. And the other thing is, we have found out what's going to be going on for consoles. We're going to be having 64 players at 60 frames a second, just like PC, which is absolutely insane, and it really will bring the full Battlefield experience to the next generation consoles, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Along with that, spectator mode has been confirmed for PC. Now, it hasn't been confirmed for consoles. When it was asked whether it would be on consoles, the question was kind of avoided and skipped past, which makes me think that it's not going to be the case. Obviously, they might. His answer to it was, we will see. So it's definitely going to be interesting. But at this current point, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, excuse me, I'm going to say that it won't be it won't be on consoles. So yeah, that's kind of disappointing, but you know, at least they're bringing it to at least some sort of place, even if it's going to be just on PC. Now, one thing that really surprised me was flashbangs. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, ugh, really? But it's not that overbearing. It really isn't. You will have it for kind of like a second, and then it kind of just goes away. So, yeah, so that's not really a problem, and I think it might be just another little thing they can add in there. The main thing I got from watching this was it just looks like a really refined version of Battlefield 3. According to some sources, the netcode has also been refined, improved, so that's another good thing that they've implemented, and altogether it's just going really, really well. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk about was the fact that you can put multiple scopes on your weapon. So to put it like this, you can have your 4x scope or your 12x scope and then suddenly switch to your irons, which we saw in the single player, but now you can actually have up to 3 sights. So you can go, so you'd say have your 8x scope, you flip it, you'll have maybe your RDS or something like that, and then flip it again for your iron sights. So it's going to be interesting. It really buffs the infantry player itself. From what I've seen, also, the tanks seem to be a lot harder to maneuver, so I feel like they're going in the way of infantry players. Like, they're trying to make it that, yeah, infantry players are going to have more power in Battlefield 4, which is only a good thing in my opinion, as I am an infantry player. The other thing that piqued my interest was the fact of the ammo. When you reload your ammo, whether or not it's full, with barely anything or with nothing, you're going to lose that whole mag. So it's really, really interesting, and it brings the play that you're going to have to rely on your for your support players, and it's going to really implement that into Battlefield 4. Now, whether that's a good thing or not, time will tell, but this game comes to the point where it's more reliance on your teammates. With the inception of commander mode and with the whole ammo thing, I feel like it's really going towards the team-based sort of play and all of that. Now, above the squad, you see this little bar. Now, we're unsure of what it is, but it seems to go up when you do like squad-related things and things like that. We are unsure at this time what that exactly is. If you know, tell me in the comment section below. I'd love to know, because at this point I have no freaking clue what that is. But yeah, that's pretty much that. The one thing that is unclear is really commander. I mean, do you have to be a certain rank to use it, or can anyone just go in and use it? If anyone can, I feel like there'll be a lot of trolling and it might not go too well. So yeah, that's pretty much the video. A lot to take from it, a lot to take in, but yeah, it's definitely gonna be a good time. Battlefield 4. If you weren't looking forward to it before, you're definitely looking forward to it now, and if you're not, I don't know what's wrong with you, but that's pretty much the video, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and peace. Your turn, COD.